Hello students, let's do algebra exercise 13F. Now in this exercise we're going to learn about brackets, inserting brackets and removal of brackets. So here in question 1, as you can see, the question given to us is x minus y minus z. Now on the right hand side we have x minus and the remaining we have to put it within brackets. So we already have x, isn't it? So x is taken off. So now we have to insert this much within brackets. But before we insert that, we have to look at what is before the bracket. We have a minus sign. Remember the rule which says if you have minus before a bracket, change the sign of all the terms inside the bracket. So that means I need to change the sign of minus y to plus y and minus z to plus z. So what we are writing inside is going to be plus y plus z. So what do we have here now? Finally, our answer will be x minus y plus z. Even if you don't write this plus in the beginning, it's okay. X minus y plus z. Next one, question 2. So here we have x square minus xy square minus 2xy minus y square. And on the right hand side, we have x square. So we only have this on the right hand side. That means we have to insert all the rest into brackets. So before you insert into brackets, check the sign before the bracket, that's minus. That means the sign of all these terms will change. So let's write the answer with the correct sign. So minus xy square will now simply become plus xy square or xy square. Then going on to the next one, minus 2xy will become plus 2xy. Minus y square will become plus y square. Question 3. On the left hand side we have 4a minus 9 plus 2b minus 6 is equal to 4a minus, so that means we only have this on the right hand side. The remaining we should put within brackets. So let's put the rest within brackets. Again, look at the sign before the bracket, it's minus. That means the sign of all these terms will change. So minus 9 is now just going to become plus 9. Plus 2b becomes minus 2b. Minus 6 will become plus 6. Question 4. So on the left hand side we have all these terms, and on the right hand side we only have x squared. That means only this. The remaining has to go within brackets. Again, look at the sign. It's minus. That means the sign of all these terms will now change. So let's write the remaining within brackets. So minus y square will become plus y square or y square, plus z square minus z square, plus 3x minus 3x, and minus 2y becomes plus 2y. Question 5. So on the left side we have all the terms, and on the right we have only minus 2a, only minus 2a. So here it is minus 2a square. So there is 1a left. Remember to put that inside the bracket. So we have to put all these in brackets. Now here we need to be a little careful because we don't have a sign before the bracket. So it's understood it is multiplication. That means I have to multiply minus 2a into whatever is there within the brackets to give me the answer on the left hand side. So in that case, we have to find the answer by dividing each term here by minus 2a. Divide each term here on the left hand side by minus 2a to get the answer within the brackets. So let's do that. So minus 2a, when you divide it by minus 2a, here it is minus 2a squared divided by minus 2a. So when you divide, the minus signs get cancelled. 2 gets cancelled. Now we have a to the power of 2 minus a to the power of 1, which is simply a. So inside the bracket, the first thing that I write is a. So now let's go on to the next one. That is plus 4b. So here we divide plus 4b by minus 2a. So let's do that. Divide this by minus 2a. So plus into minus is minus. So in your bracket, put minus sign first. Now I can cancel 2 and 4. 2 2s are 4. So I can write 2. I can cancel the a's. So what is left is b. So I have minus 2b. Now I'm going to go to the next term and I'm going to divide this by again minus 2a. So look at the signs. Minus into minus is plus. Then 2 and 6 get cancelled because 2 3s are 6. So I can write plus 3 here. Here I have a square and a to the power of 1. That is a to the power of 2 minus 1 is a to the power of 1. Then I have b square. So that is plus 3ab square. Let's go to the last one and divide this by minus 2a. So plus into minus is minus. I can cancel 2 and 8. 2 4s are 8. So I write 4. I can cancel the a's. So what is left is b square. So I have got minus b square. So finally let me read what's in brackets. A minus 2b plus 3ab square minus 4b square. So be careful with the last one and this is how you do it. Let's go to the next question. Now here we are going to simplify this question. We're going to do removal of brackets. So let's begin. So first I have 2x. Now remember when you see minus before a bracket, the sign of all the terms inside will change. So that becomes minus x minus 2y plus z. So now let's take all the x terms. So we have 2x and minus x. So this is 1. So 2 minus 1 is 1. So that is 1x or x minus 2y plus z. So our final answer here is x minus 2y plus z. Question 7. Let's write down everything, all the terms and open brackets. So p plus q. Now we have minus before a bracket. So change the sign of all the terms inside. So that becomes minus p plus q. Now go to the next one. Here we have plus before a bracket. No change in anything inside the bracket. So plus 2p minus 3q. So group all the p's together. So we have p here, then we have minus p, then we have plus 2p. So we put all the p's together here. Now we can group the q's together. So I have plus q, I have one more plus q, and I have minus 3q. Now let's simplify this. Now p, here if you see p minus p will get cancelled. So what is left is 2p. And on the other side, what do we have? We have q plus q minus 3q. So this is q plus q is 2q. 2q minus 3q signs are different. So we put the sign of the bigger number and we subtract 3 minus 2 is 1. That is 1q is simply q. So our final answer for this question is 2p minus q. Question 8. Now let's open brackets. 9x, see the minus sign before that, so sign will change, plus 4x minus 5. Now 9x plus 4x. 9 plus 4 is 13. 13x minus 5. So our answer to this question is 13x minus 5. Question 9, let's simplify, open brackets. So 6a, there is minus before a bracket, so change the sign of all the terms, plus 5a plus 8b. There's a plus sign, so no change, plus 3a plus b. Take all the a's together, so we have 6a plus 5a plus 3a. So add it up, 6 plus 5 is 11, 11 plus 3 is 14. So we have 14a and then the b's. 8 plus 1 is 9. So that is 9b. So the answer to this question is 14a plus 9b. Question 10. So here we can just open the brackets, p minus 2q, because the sign before this is plus. So no change. Now we have a minus sign, so change all the signs. Minus 3q plus r. So we have here 1p and then we have minus 2q minus 3q. Signs are the same. So put the same sign and add. So minus 2 plus 3 is 5, 5q plus r. So the final answer here is p minus 5q plus r. Question 11. Now here we don't have any sign before the bracket, so it's understood it is multiplication. When it is multiplication, you multiply this with each term inside the bracket. So let's do that. First we multiply 9a into 2b. 9 2s are 18. A into b is ab. Now 9a into minus 3a. Sign will be minus. 9 3s are 27. A into a is a to the power of 2. Now multiply it with 7c. The sign is plus. 9 7s are 63. A into c is ac. So the final answer to this question is 18ab minus 27a square plus 63ac. Next one. Here also, as you can see, there is no sign before the bracket. So it's understood that it is a multiplication sign. So multiply each term with this. So first let's multiply minus 5m into minus 2m. Minus into minus is plus. 5 2s are 10. M into m is m to the power of 2. Now let's multiply this with this. Minus into plus is minus. 5 3s are 15. M into n is mn. Then we multiply into this. Minus into minus is plus. 5 7s are 35. M into p is mp. Since they're all unlike terms, we can't add or subtract. So this will be a final answer. That is 10m square minus 15mn plus 35mp. Question 13. Again, here we don't have any sign, so it's understood that this part is multiplication. Then we do the addition. So let's begin by first multiplying this into this. So that will be, sign will be minus, the numbers 2, x into x is x to the power of 2. Now multiply this into this. Sign is minus, the numbers 2, x into y is xy. Now add up x square. So as you can see, there are two like terms here, minus 2x square and plus x square. So we can work that out. So this is 1x square. Signs are different, minus 2 plus 1. So put the sign of the bigger number and subtract. 2 minus 1 is 1x square and this remains as minus 2xy. So we can write this as minus x square minus 2xy. So this is our final answer. So here we have b into what's within brackets minus 2b into what's within brackets. So first let's work out what is inside the brackets here. So that is 2b minus 1 by b. So if I give this the denominator 1, my LCM will be the letter b, because whenever you have 1 and any other term, a letter or a number, that becomes the LCM. So here 1 into b will give me b, isn't it? So I'm going to multiply this also by b. So 2b into b will be 2b to the power of 2 minus b into 1 is b. So I multiply this also by 1. So b is 2b square minus 1. So let's write it down here. So this becomes 2b square minus 1 by b. This is what is inside the brackets. Before the brackets, I have the letter b. Now let's go to the other side and let's work out what's within brackets here. B minus 1 by b. So let me do that. B minus 1 by b. So again, denominator is 1 and the LCM will be b. So 1 into b is b, isn't it? So b into b will be b square minus b into 1 is b. So 1 into 1 is 1. So b square minus 1. So here we have minus 2b into b square minus 1 by b. Now let's take only this part. Let's take only this part and see what we can do. Here, as you know, this is multiplication. So if it is multiplication, I can do some cancelling, isn't it? I can cancel the numerator and the denominator. So the b's get cancelled. So what do I have left now in the numerator? 2b square minus 1. Similarly, let's go to the other side and let's take only this much. And let's see what we can cancel. I can cancel b and b. So b is removed. Now I have 2 before the brackets, minus 2 before the brackets, and b square minus 1. So let's write that down as it is first. So minus 2, and within brackets we have b square minus 1. Now let's simplify. Let's open the brackets. So before that I have 2b square minus 1. Now I'm going to open the bracket, so multiply this with this. Minus 2 into b square is minus 2b square. Then I multiply minus 2 into minus 1. Minus into minus is plus. 2 minus 1 is 2 into 1 is 2. So I've got this. Now simplify this further. So here I have plus 2b square and I have minus 2b square, which get cancelled because that will be equal to 0. Now I have minus 1 plus 2. Signs are different, isn't it? So put the sign of the bigger number and subtract. 2 minus 1 is 1. So our final answer to this question is simply 1. Question 15. So let's begin by first multiplying 8 into 2a. 8 2s are 16, that's 16a. Then multiply with this. 8 3s are 24, so that is 24b. Then multiply with minus c, the sign is minus. 8 into c is 8c. Now let's go to the other side. Minus 10 into a, sign is minus. 10 into a is 10a. Minus 10 into 2b, sign is minus. 10 2s are 20b, and then into plus 3c, sign is minus. 10 3s are 30, 30c. Now let's take all the like terms together. 16a minus 10a. So signs are different, so put the sign of the bigger number plus and subtract. 16 minus 10 is 6a. Now let's take the b terms. 24b minus 20b. Signs are different. Put the sign of the bigger number and subtract. 24 minus 20 is 4, 4b. Now the c terms, minus 8c minus 30c. Signs are the same. Put the same sign and add. 30 plus 8 is 38. 38. So we have our final answer here. 6a plus 4b minus 38c. Question 16. So here again, let's first work out what's within brackets everywhere. And then we carry on with the other part. So first, a plus 1 by a. Let's work it out. A plus 1 by a. The denominator will be 1 and the LCM is a. So here I have 1 into a is a. So multiply this also by a. A into a is a to the power of 2. Plus, here I have a into 1. So 1 into 1 is 1. So here I have a square plus 1 by a. Let's write it down here. So a into a square plus 1 by a. Now the next one we'll write minus b and solve what is within brackets. B minus 1 by b. Denominator is 1. So here it is b. So 1 into b is b. So we multiply this also by b, which becomes b square minus b into 1. So 1 into 1. So that is b square minus 1 by b. So let's write that down. B square minus 1 by b. Close brackets. Now take the third bracket and simplify what's within brackets. So here I have c plus 1 by c, denominator is 1, LCM is c. Now 1 into c is c, so therefore c into c is c to the power of 2 plus into 1 here and into 1, so that is 1. So what do we have here? Minus c into c square plus 1 by c. Okay, now let's be careful here. Let's take each part separately. Let's take only this portion. And as you can see, this is multiplication. So if it is multiplication, I can cancel. So I can cancel this a, which is numerator, and the a, which is the denominator. So what is left here? A square plus 1. Now let's go to the next part. So here we have minus b into the terms that are inside, isn't it? So here also I can cancel b and b. Now what is left inside? I'm going to write it down, but let me see the sign. So that is minus before a bracket, so all the signs will change. So minus b square plus 1. Now let's go to the third part. So here we have just this much. Now let's be careful here. Here also I can cancel the c's. And I have a minus sign before the bracket. That means the sign of all the terms inside will change. So minus c square minus 1. So let's write down what we have. I have a square. Let me write it down. Then I have b square, that is minus b square. And I have minus c square. Now let's take all the numbers. So here I have plus 1 and again plus 1 and I have minus 1. So we can cancel 1 plus 1 and 1 minus 1 because that will give us 0. So what is left is only plus 1. So this is our final answer. Final answer is a square minus b square minus c square plus 1. So this is the final answer. Question 17. Let's multiply 5x into 2x. So 5 2s are 10, x into x is x to the power of 2. Multiply 5x into 3y, the sign is plus, 5 3s are 15, x into y is xy. Go on to the next one, minus 2x into x, the sign is minus, the number is 2, x into x is x to the power of 2. Multiply this here, minus into minus is plus, 2 9s are 18, x into y is xy. Now look out for the like terms. We have 10x square and minus 2x square. So the signs are different. Put the sign of the bigger number and subtract. 10 minus 2 is 8. So that is 8x square. Then we have plus 15xy plus 18xy. Signs are the same. So put the same sign and add. 15 plus 18 is 33. So that is 33xy. So this is our final answer, 8x square plus 33xy. Question 18. So here, if you look carefully, we have brackets and before the bracket we have a plus sign. That means no change in the sign of any of the terms inside the bracket. So let's open the brackets now. So this becomes a plus b plus c minus d. And since they are all unlike terms, we cannot add or subtract them. So that itself is going to be our final answer. A plus b plus c minus d. Question 19. So here we have 5 minus 8x minus 6 minus x. That means we have some like terms here. So let's look at the like terms. We have 5 and minus 6. So 5 is plus 5 and minus 6. Signs are different. So let's put the sign of the bigger number. Minus and subtract. 6 minus 5 is 1. So that's minus 1. Now let's take minus 8x and minus x. So this is 1. Signs are the same. So put the same sign and add. 8 plus 1 is 9, 9x. So that is our final answer. Minus 1 minus 9x. Question 20. I have 2a plus and I have common brackets and a bar bracket. So according to Bodmer's, I must do the bar bracket first. So let's work out what is within the bar bracket. So here I have a minus b, but before that you can see a minus sign, isn't it? So put this within brackets. So now, since I have a minus sign before the bracket, I must change the sign of each term inside. So this becomes minus a plus b. So let's write that down there. So this is equal to 2a plus b remains the same, minus a plus b. Now we have to simplify what's given within the brackets. So 2a plus, now here I have b, there's one b here and there's one b here, and both are plus signs. So that is b plus b, that is 2b. And then I have minus a. Now I can open my brackets, and because there's a plus sign before the bracket, I don't have to change the sign of any term inside. So 2a plus 2b minus a. So let's look at the a term. So this is 1a. So 2 minus 1 is just 1a, and I have 2b left. So I can write this as a plus 2b. So this will be my final answer, a plus 2b. So we'll stop with that for now, children. In our next video, we will continue with the remaining questions. Thank you, children.